Back with another draft spotlight, Motor City Sports Talk. Today we talking about Simth Jr. out of New Orleans, baby. Played at Alabama, tight end, entering the NFL draft. We know the Detroit Lions have a need at tight end. Let's speak on it, man. Simth Jr. is 6'2", 242 pounds, and small for a tight end height-wise. You know, Ebron was like 6'4", 6'5". Grunt like 6'6". Hockenson, Iowa tight end we get to eventually, about 6'5", 6'6". Has some blocking issues, a little bit green when you talk about blocking, but he can lead block pretty well. But I'm still green as far as, blocking, next to tackles and other tight ends and just blocking on the line in general. So, something that he can improve on. Probably need a little get stronger, but got amazing athletic ability. Good athlete. Not an O.J. Howard type of super athlete with size, but really good athlete. Don't have the size of Howard, but make a ton of great catches. Need to be a better hands catcher, kind of catch the ball with his body, but he got the ability to take it to the house. Explosive, bring speed to the tight end position. Linebackers can't cover him. You only can hope to guard him with a corner or safety. Like I said, he doesn't have great height, but he knows how to use his body. He creates separation with his speed and can get better at creating separation with his routes like every receiver or tight end coming into the NFL. But it's a complex position to play, the tight end position. But I believe that being prepared at Alabama can help him make the transition to the NFL much easier. But once he becomes a technician at running routes, and blocking, the sky's the limit for this kid, man. Good athlete, can take it to the house, will provide any offense, especially Detroit Lions offense with speed they desperately need. And can just take it to the house, man. You see him running a lot of corner routes, catch the ball in traffic, tough kid, fast kid. Had an amazingly accurate quarterback in Tua, so really don't know how he would do with an erratic quarterback as far as accuracy like Stafford, but good kid. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the Lions would to consider taking him in the first or second. I believe they will probably rank Hockenson and Fant above him. But somehow if he falls, to them in the second and Hockenson, Fant is gone and they really put a premium on a tight end, he could be that guy. But I think the Lions are looking more at T.J. Hockenson type, a guy that can block and can really catch the ball, with his size. They're not looking for a super athlete like Eric Ebron. Even in Darrell Bevel's offense, he was able to use Luke Wilson's athletic ability in Seattle, a little bit. But what the Lions really want is an all-around tight end. They wanted that in Brandon Pettigrew before Mayhew, when Mayhew and Lewan was here before Quinn got here. And they wanted Eric Ebron to be that in Jim Bob Cooter offense, but that's not him. But Smith can be that, but he's one of those another tight ends, kind of like O.J. Howard and Eric Ebron. If you're not going to feature his speed down the field early on until he becomes a route technician, then, I think he's going to be a fit here, period. If you're going to want him to run, an in route, a dig route, and out routes, and we'll go to the flats and run timing patterns, comeback routes, and post corner routes and stuff of that nature. That's not it. If you don't let him get downfield with post routes in between the safeties and the linebackers, wheel routes and 9 routes in the seam, and you don't let him get vertical or don't really let him get in space and make something happen, he ain't the guy for the Lions. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Darrell Bevel was going to bring different from when he brought in Seattle at the tight end position, but I think the Lions are looking for a throwback tight end, a guy that can block like Hockenson, a guy that can run the routes, catch the ball, not necessarily a fast, twitchy guy, but a guy that can, that could just be a complete tight end. And Smith is further away from Hockenson, in my personal opinion, So, like the kid, I think he'll do better in the Rams offense. I think he'll do better in an offense that, like I think Green Bay, where they quarterback, likes to get the ball downfield. So, I don't really think Smith is a fit, especially with his size and height and the lack of blocking on the line. And, like him as a prospect, but just don't think he fits what Detroit does well. But let me know what you guys think. Motor City Sports Talk It's your boy CJ Goodfella. Draft Spotlight. We on fire. Started it last weekend. Been consistent with it. Hitting it every day. So, if you got any ideas or prospects, you can always email me that you want me to do a spotlight on. I'm not perfect. I do some film and some research on them. But don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You reach out to the email. If you have a business question, inquiry, response, or video request, you can DM me on social media. Appreciate it. Once